2022, when Fannie Willis, the lead district attorney in the YSL Young Thug case, announced that she would be going after rappers in Atlanta who operated under street gangs like YSL and YFN Lucci, it sent shockwaves through the industry. She let it be known no amount of money or status could protect you from your past crimes. And now as Young Thug has been sitting in jail for almost 3 years, she's let it be known she will get her man by any means necessary. And earlier this week, Quincy Williams, also known as Peewee Longway, Atlanta-based rapper, known for his affiliation with the Rolling 60 Crips and his infamous DJ Vlad interview, where he didn't want to answer a single question.
When I look at your music, when I listen to your music and I look at your album covers and stuff like that, I'm seeing a lot of blue. The color blue seems to be very prominent.
It's a nice color, my boy. It's a nice color. It ain't nothing like that.
Now, I assume there's a Crip thing going on?
Nah, just a nice color.
Just a nice color?
Yeah.
No cripping going on?
No, nothing. Just
no
a nice
nothing.
color, just the scene. Themes in the scenes, man.
Okay. Growing up in that type of environment, a lot of people start to hustle early. Like, how old were you when you first started hustling?
I wasn't hustling, man. I was a school guy, man. Going to school, handling my business, man, you know?
You 100% legal? You were good?
Yeah.
Doing everything by the book?
Doing it by the book, man. Make sure it happens.
Okay.
Was arrested with 101 other individuals in Columbus, Georgia's biggest drug bust in history. But we have to discuss how we got here. If you enjoy the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go. So, like a month ago, Peewee did an interview with Off the Porch discussing new music and plans for the future. But if you pay attention to the interview, there were a few interesting points. One, Peewee was joined by two important individuals, MPA Russia, who is from Columbus, Georgia, where the whole case went down, and MPA Crackdown from Alabama. Now, MPA stands for Money, Power, and Ammo, Peewee's label that he created with his brother in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I'm not trying to be the DA, but anyone with brain cells can guess why and where they got their names. As the interview goes on, Peewee is discussing music when he makes an ominous reference to being a flight pilot.
I done drove planes and shit.
Yeah. Wait, what type of planes we got?
Pilot.
Like no cap?
My pilot license.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a flight
ain't
attendant.
up on the ground for real.
I'm a flight attendant. You the flight attendant?
Yeah.
Longway Airlines.
I'm making everybody sit down on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the screen on the plane.
Look though, let's focus on the music though.
While Crack Rock states he's the flight attendant and Russia makes everyone sit down on the plane. Now, the whole interaction could go over your head, but if you speak in codes, Peewee is saying that he's the coordinator, piloting the plane, getting them to the destination, supplying the product. Crack Rock is the flight attendant, selling snacks, making everyone feel good, selling the product. And Russia is security, making everyone sit down, the muscle. Now, that's just me speculating, but it doesn't take a rocket science to see what's right in plain sight. And on September 16th, Peewee Longway with 101 other individuals were arrested. Police seized $280 million, 7 kilos of fentanyl, 55 pounds of weed, 57 kilos of cocaine, a kilo of heroin, and 155 firearms, connecting Peewee and his whole operation to the Mexican cartel. Now, whoever wanted to get these guys off the streets was not playing any games, because this was a joint effort by not only the FBI and DEA, but 6 other sheriff county police departments. And they've been investigating these gangs from August 2022 to May of 2024 to make all of these arrests.
Story, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of drugs and guns, Glocks and other items taken off the streets thanks to a special detail that culminated Thursday in Muskogee County.
Law enforcement call it Operation Sweet Silence, which was a 2.5 years in the making, aimed at taking down gang members and cutting crime. News 9's Catrice Nolan joins us live in our newsroom tonight with more on this takedown.
Catrice, we understand multiple local, state, and federal agencies involved in this operation.
That's right, several agencies involved, and this is the number. Over $279 million in street value of what they seized. And the FBI, the GBI, the DEA, and others all worked together for Operation Sweet Silence. Now, the sheriff says although they took more than 2.5 years moving in silence, the takedown was seen and heard across the Chattahoochee Valley.
The Muskogee County Sheriff's Office has worked in lockstep with the FBI and the DEA to go after some very dangerous gang members of the Zohannan gang, members of the Crips.
District Attorney Don Kelly telling us that gang activity has led to high homicide rates in Muskogee County.
We've seen the homicide rate more than double because of gangs, and we are going to continue to target gangs. 19 of the suspects facing federal charges, 12 of those cases being prosecuted locally. The drugs and other illegal weapons seized in this operations have a street value of $279 million, something the U.S. Attorney's Office says was a large amount for this area.
This was a major operation, one of the largest, I think, in Columbus history, and it was, the point is to really target folks who are doing the most damage in the community.
Spilling the drugs and crime into other areas like Harris and Russell counties.
When it affects one person, we know these criminals don't stop at the county line.
And law enforcement is not silent about their warning for criminals.
We have 4 words for those individuals who think that they can set up shop in Muskogee County. Not on our watch.
Now, the media is trying to paint Peewee as the head leader in the whole operation because out of the 101 people, he might have the biggest name. But I personally just think someone tipped off law enforcement because out of the 101 people, someone is snitching for sure. Just look at the YSL case where 20 people got arrested and almost half of the people were already telling. I just think Peewee happened to be there and he got caught up in the whole situation. But the sheriff of Muskogee County sent a message letting all gang members know that they're still investigating. You will be caught eventually. Now, there's a rumor going around the internet that somehow Brick Baby from LA Rollin' 60s Crip might have been the informant to tip off law enforcement. All this comes from a Clubhouse conversation with Whack 100 discussing a gun case from 15 months ago that Brick Baby caught and never appeared in court for. Now, Whack's theory is the fact that Brick Baby hasn't been in court for those 15 months, but has been back and forth to LA to Atlanta, that Brick was giving information to law enforcement to keep his freedom.
I know, that's what I said earlier.
Now,
I said the same shit.
I will say this. Brick Baby got an open fan case he ain't been to court on 15 months. Arrested June 2023, right? Never know why then when it mattered what a talked about, you never know. I wasn't there. I do know when I asked Adam said Brick went to the studio by himself with people. He wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
I asked him the other day.
That's what I'm saying, bro. These circumstances
but
just
you
look
never
crazy.
Know. You never know. What I will say is the rest damn sure wasn't him or him, because they come 3 days later. That operation, whatever they call it, been going on for a while. But you never know what a went up in there and asked and got. You never know. You know what I'm saying? When it come to that, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if the conversation, whatever they had, come out in the motherfucking transcript. It wouldn't surprise me at all. As far as the overall theme, 31. Nah, did that nigga go up in there and have a conversation with that man and maybe something wasn't right? I wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah, but for sure though, like you said, I said it earlier that's for sure ongoing investigation. You know
Me personally, there's mad reasons he hasn't been in court. But furthermore, without evidence, you can't just say Brick Baby is hot. Now, that leads us to today. And what does all this mean for the future of gangster rap? Listen, if you're a street rapper in Atlanta and you haven't begun to change your image, remove yourself from the streets, or simply just move out of Atlanta, you're asking to be violated and taken advantage of by law enforcement. I'm talking to Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Future. But let me know in the comments, is gangster rap over? And who do you think will be next with an indictment? If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like my last video about Diddy going to prison forever. I'll catch you in the next one.